Good day, simmers, and welcome to leg 5 from the Dan Sim Pilot World Tour. We are here at Cairo Airport, the airport where we landed in the previous video, and we will continue our world tour. And, well, maybe as you already have guessed by seeing the airliner that we're flying with, we're going to fly to Dubai, which is about a 3.5-hour flight, which is scheduled. Try to make it a bit quicker than that. We'll fly most of the time over Saudi Arabia. As you can see in the background, Cairo it's hot but very cloudy. So we don't have a lot of visibility for takeoff, but we'll manage anyways. We are flying live on VetSim, but unfortunately for the whole route until now, nobody online. Which is a shame, but as said earlier in the other videos, these flights are not about VetSim, it's about the experience of flying around the world and learning about our destinations, which means that in this video, as usual, we will have about a 5-minute introduction video about Dubai. We're flying with the Airbus A330, which is a bigger aircraft because it's a slightly bit a longer flight than what we're used to in this world tour. But as how I planned it, it's definitely not going to be the last longer semi 4-hour, 3-hour flight that we have in this tour. Let's get in the cockpit and start loading. Let's get our crew together.
Cabin crew, whenever you're ready, open the doors and let the passengers on board.
No problem.
So we start fueling, we start loading up our passengers. So that's done. Let's have this open for us to see. Navigation is running, so that's all done, that's all good. Let's have a sip of coffee. Let's see how we are with the inits. Okay. That all looks good. Let's give it some time. IRS also looks all good, so the GPS is right. Is this working? I'm not sure if this is working. I see the option, so I'll just click it, just press it. But that's a RIP flight plan. Since right now, there's no one online, so we don't have to ask for permission the route that we would like to fly. So we'll just fly the route that we have planned in Simbrief. And we take off from runway 05 right. No departures, really. So we'll just take off. That is weird. Look, what I mean, what is weird is that I just can't select any departure. But let's have a look right now to see what runway we could choose for today and if that's actually accurate. No, it's better to have 23, so we'll take 23. Let's see which is the closest to us so we don't have to taxi that long. Center, I'll say 23 center, so we'll adjust this. No departures. Cairo. Come on. There are no charts for this airport. So we'll take off and then I'll do a manual turn. Yep. So there's... Alright. Well, this is... Okay. Well, not a problem. We will always manage. So we take off from... And then we'll make... what shall I do? We'll make a left... Nah, here's an airport as well. So we'll make a right turn. And then go to CA 441. Charlie Alpha 441. So we'll take off and we'll just keep on climbing and go to CA 441. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Good then. So we don't... Yeah. Can we... So we just choose... see if here's a departure. As I said, we'll take 23 center. There's here also nothing. It doesn't make sense to me, but hey. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. So yeah, he just immediately wants us to turn, but I'm not gonna turn on the automatic pilot. Div rip. We are still loading our fuel. Yeah, we're good with the fuel. The block fuel is 21200. I'll say this. Yeah. Let it calculate for a bit. Let's see if we have a tailwind or a headwind. A plus of 7, so that's a tailwind of 7. That changes it a bit as well. And then we go to our performance, flap 1. And then the V speeds. Here we go, transition altitude 4,500. I'll just stick with that. And just go with the flow. Luckily I can do this. So that's the QNH. I'll put here and we'll do an initial climb of, yeah, like this. Right. It's a bit guessing work. It's a bit like, well, what shall we do? Fuel pumps. APU.
Air traffic, Antonov 500 Super. Pushback and start up engines from the stand number Charlie 13 completed. We are begin a taxi to the primary runway 05 right via taxiway Tango Romeo crossing runway 05 Central and continue taxi to the runway 05 right via taxiway Romeo Foxtrot.
Well, that's great that he's, alright, that's a lot of information, but that's great. We are Unicom then, I assume. Yeah, so, yeah, fine. You go. You do you. Is it available now? So, if you bleed on.
Run number 2.
Did someone turn? No, there's still no one online, so. Alright, they're releasing, so that's all good. Alright. Let's have a look. Which stand are we at, actually? We need to at least let them also know that we're going to do a pushback. If he communicates that well, then I'm also going to communicate that well. We are at stand Foxtrot 9 Alpha. So that's okay. We have the APU going so the ground power can be disconnected. There we go. Let's see how we are with the payload. Are we boarded up? 270 passengers. Yeah, we're all done. We are all done. That's great.
Cabin crew, please arm doors and cross-check. Thank you.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are on board and doors have been closed.
Thank you very much.
I could do a pushback over here. Let's do it there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Daniel Christiani and I'd like to welcome you on board of this flight. We're not anticipating any delays, so we hope to be up in the air in the next 15 minutes or so. We are currently finishing up preparing the flight. Please get yourself seated and secured in the meantime so we can make a departure as soon as we're finished. Thank you.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
It's very cloudy. Oh, it's actually cool to see how he's attaching.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push
Emirates
start.
496,
Please
pushback
release
and
parking brake.
start from stand Foxtrot 9 Alpha, facing northeast.
Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
And I again forgot to tell that it's for the Cairo traffic. Well, there's not much people around anyways. It's in the morning today. We're having a crack in the window here. No. Need to keep an eye out.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors above as we review the emergency procedures. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention. We hope you enjoy the flight.
Engine number 1. Here we go like this. And then there's the other one. So we'll figure out which plane that is. Or what airline.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and
Flap 1.
goodbye.
Arm spoilers. Max auto brake. Bank to the right, bank to the left. Ascent and descent. Rudder control, rudder to the right, rudder left. Bit of delay, but that's normal. So that's all good. And then the cabin check is a double click right over here. That looks all good. Don't know what he is doing over there, but Emirates Cairo traffic, Emirates 496, taxi to runway 23 center via Sierra and Tango. Parking brake release. And let's go. It's a heavier aircraft than normal, so that you feel that with taxiing, actually. It moves much lower. Taxiway Sierra. And we'll make a turn here onto Tango. There's no other aircraft here, right? Okay. And now it's a whole lot of weight straight ahead.
Okay, traffic, Antonov 500 Super on Browner, runway 23 Central at Romeo. Important, we are crossing runway 23 Central.
So he's cruising 23 Central, which means that runway's occupied. But we're not there yet, so not the problem.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
Slightly bigger plane, so I would like to have the whole runway. And then, as said, manually banking to the right to get to our waypoint.
runway traffic, Antonov 500 Super, runway 23 center located by Romeo, continue to exit to the runway 05 right, via taxiway Romeo and Foxtrot.
Cairo traffic, Emirates 496, lining up runway 23 center. Now, let's get this heavy baby set up right. Crew is good. Now let's get it. Alright, this looks good to me. Lights. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Double checking everything. Alright, let's go. Cairo traffic, Emirates 496, taking off runway 23 center. Alright, 140 knots, speed 2, and we could rotate. Rotate. Positive rate of climb. Landing gear. All good, all good. Throttle to climb. Flaps up. Here we go. And now let's bank to the right to get our waypoint. We got auto throttle now, that's great. UNH the standard.
and gentlemen, you may now use your electronic devices.
Doing a quite very nice turn towards our waypoint. And I'd like to put it back right now. Landing lights off. Speed brake off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are free to move about the cabin.
Let's continue our climb to flight level 390. There we go. So we passed now the airport. Still don't want to get to the...
traffic, Antonov 500 Super. We are on Foxtrot. Line up and take off runway 05 right.
We're taking off 05 right, which is in the heading that I'm flying right now a bit. So I'd like to be a bit more higher before I turn towards our waypoint. I don't want to get in his way. Alright, let's turn towards our waypoint. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start serving food. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle.
So we made actually a quite nice banking turn to the right to get on our route. We could actually skip and go to Datok by now. So let's put that out. Apply it direct to Datok. So as you can see, we don't have to turn that much then anymore. We can just continue this heading. And we're leaving Egypt and Cairo. We'll fly a tiny bit over Israel. And then it's Saudi Arabia from then on. Towards the United Emirates. And then we really have left well, what do you want to say? Europe? We already left Europe, but now we're really going around the world. Oh, actually, it occurs to me now that I forgot my strobe lighting. Here we go, that's better. So I think that our Antonov friends has taken off by now. We are not in their way. And activate autopilot. There we go. We are on our way to Datok, and we're actually going to fly over the Suez Canal, very famous canal. Which is actually right here in front of us. So we'll leave the passengers view on until we've passed over the Suez Canal. What I did not look at is if we have any flight steps, but it didn't show it on the... No, we just go to flight level 390 and we stay there. Yes. And it is no use to... There we go, engines. It's no use to prepare our arrival yet, because we're still going to be 3 hours on the way. Suez Canal. Nice. So the wind can change, anything can change. So the passengers are getting food served at the moment. We are still over Egypt. Just a tiny bit over Israel at one bit. Let's have a look at the plane from the outside. I really enjoy the Airbus A330. Has this wide body. So there you go. We are almost at cruise level. So I'll just so before we go to our in-flight video about Dubai, I will keep it on. We will do that when we are at cruise level. Let's check our fuel. There we go. Still have this amount of fuel. Is it correct with what we loaded up? Yes. Alright, so that's good then. We used some fuel to take off and get to cruise level. So what we did right now, we took off from Cairo and we made a turn like this and like that. Turned it around. So now we're gonna fly to Datok, and from then on we're gonna keep on the route where we will fly a bit over Israel and then into Saudi Arabia for a long while. I will get into Dubai. View the weather, even though I'm not expecting any bad weather or rain. Let's see for any turbulence on our cruise level. Nothing. So regarding the weather, it should be a very, very okay flight. Yeah, nothing to worry about basically. That is great. And we are approaching our cruise level.
and gentlemen, from the cockpit. Just to let you know that we've reached our cruise level and we're not anticipating any major delays, so expect to arrive on time as planned. As the cabin crew make their way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisles are clear of any items, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
And that's exactly what I'm going to tell you as well. Enjoy the flight. Go back into the passengers area, have a seat, and reserve the special seat for you with all the comfort you need. But have a look at the in-flight screen, because there we will show you, as usual in the World Tour, informative touristic video about Dubai. After that, we will have an overview of our flight with some nice relaxing music, and a bit before our top of descent, or the point where we start our descent, we will get back to you. So enjoy the video and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Welcome to the Dancing Pilot World Tour. In this tour we will visit many places around the world, and today we will leave Africa and visit our fifth city on the schedule. Until now we have traveled to Rome, Budapest, Istanbul and Cairo, and our next destination will be Dubai. We will arrive at the Dubai International Airport, which is the primary international airport serving Dubai and is the world's busiest airport by international passenger traffic. It is also the 19th busiest airport in the world by passenger traffic and one of the busiest cargo airports in the world. In 2017, the airport handled 88 million passengers and 2.65 million tons of cargo. Dubai is the most populous city in the United Arab Emirates and the capital of the Emirate of Dubai, which is the most populated of the 7 emirates. Established in the 18th century as a small fishing village, the city grew rapidly in the early 21st century with a focus on tourism and luxury, having the second most 5-star hotels in the world and the tallest building on the planet, the Burj Khalifa. The city has a population of approximately 3.5 million people. So what to do on a visit to Dubai? Here are a few examples of interesting attractions. Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa, known as the Burj Dubai before its inauguration, is an 828-meter skyscraper and the tallest building in the world. The tower was inspired by the structure of the desert flower called Hymenocalis. It was constructed by more than 30 contracting companies around the world with workers of 100 nationalities. It is an architectural icon and opened on the 4th of January in 2010. Dubai Fountain. Located at the base of the Burj Khalifa is one of the world's largest choreographed fountain displays, where powerful jet streams soar as high as 150 meters in the air and sway in time to musical numbers. Stop by in the evening when displays begin at sundown and take place every 30 minutes until the final song plays at 11 p.m. Dubai Aquarium. One of the city's top tourist attractions, the Dubai Aquarium houses 140 species of sea life in the huge suspended tank on the ground floor of the Dubai Mall. Although there is free viewing from the mall, the highlight of a visit here is entering the underwater zoo, with its 3-story high, 270 degrees views along the length of the glass panel tunnel. Burj Al Arab. The Burj Al Arab, a luxury hotel which is frequently described as the world's only 7-star hotel, though its management has never made that claim, but has claimed to be a 5-star deluxe property. The term 7-star hotel was coined by a British journalist to describe their initial experience of the hotel. The hotel opened in December 1999 and is since the world's tallest hotel with 321 meters high. Designed to resemble a sail, the exterior of the building is lit up by a colored lighting show at night. Dubai Creek. Modern developments have added a contemporary touch to all establishments, of which Dubai Creek is a fine example. Located in the heart of the city, this saltwater estuary is the original site where the Bani Yas tribe established their first settlement. Whilst at the creek, a traditional Abra ride is a must. At an unbelievably cheap price per ticket, It is easily the best value tourist attraction of the city. Dubai shopping malls. Dubai Mall is the city's premier mall and one of the city's best places to visit for a day of shopping and indoor activities to keep the kids busy. It provides entry to the Burj Khalifa as well as the Dubai Aquarium. There's also an ice skating rink, gaming zone, and cinema complex if you're looking for more entertainment options. Of course, there's much more to say in this great city, but these were just a few examples. We hope you enjoyed this informative video and we wish you a pleasant journey.
Alright, I hope you have enjoyed the flight so far, but it's time to prepare our arrival and start our descent. We have flown over Saudi Arabia and now we are heading for Dubai, so let's first see how the weather is and the winds. Let's have a look, shall we? So 30 right or 30 left should do. Let's see what we have prepared for now. 30 left. So let's stick with 30 left. Let's see our approach. 30 left is from this way. We're gonna fly over and then have that prepared. How do I see this then? From that top.
Iran Air 134 taxi Lima, right kilo, left
I'd like to do
Juliet,
this one
holding for Juliet 1
at the
runway
route.
35.
That makes it a bit weird. So we need to delete some stuff before we can actually continue. Which is this one. This one. This one. And Uldot as well. And then we can fly this route and then we'll get ILS 30 left. And that's how we're gonna do it. So we need to put that in our schedule as well. Oh yeah, the radar was online. The center, Jeddah center, was online. So I kept contact with Jeddah center. If you're curious which one that is, it was basically our whole flight over. I have no idea what that sound was. Oh, mails. I have my mail open. Alright. Anyways, we flew over here. And that was completely with radar. But not for you to hear because you had a nice overview. Alright, let's quickly prepare for our arrival. Is it a bit dark in the cockpit or is it just me? I don't know. There we go. Alright, arrival. Destination. We will have runway 30 left. Let me put this screen up here. 30 left, Dato 4D. And hold up. Insert. So now it probably is going to do the same thing as we've seen. Yeah, there you go. So we need to clear some waypoints. All right. There we go. That looks good now. See if we can have a better look at it. All right. So let's quickly queue our top of descent, calculated by ourselves, and see how far it is. So our cruise level is 39,000 divided by 1,000 times 3, 117. So that is OMDB 30 left. There we go. Alright, so top of the descent is in between here. So we still have some... so we are nicely on time with preparing our top of descent. So not descending yet. There we go. We can also have a look at how we have been flying. And how have we been flying? Over Israel, Saudi Arabia, and then a bit of Bahrain, and then the United Arabian Emirates. And we have Oman, but we'll land here. Then Iraq, Iran. Oh, put the world upside down. And we've come from Amsterdam. Yep, 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 yep. And we're now over here. And we have some more options from Dubai to go to, because we could go back to Africa, or we could continue our route more north, more east. Asia is interesting. Anyways, let's have a look at our... Look at that. Dubai definitely looks interesting. How they try to make islands in the shape of the world. Palm. Here's the airport. So we land over here. And then we go to apron ABC. We'll find ourselves a gate over here. So we'll just enter to the left and then straight into a gate. That's good. Unless ATC comes online and changes it for us. But we'll figure that out. So that's Iran. Let's have a look at the plane. I really love this aircraft, the A330. It's like this nice wide body. Let's look at our departure chart, shall we? So we started that up. We would like to. We cannot be any higher than 12,000 feet. We have a transition level of. All right, flight level 150. That's all good, all good, all good. Let's have a look. We have QNH, so they are using QNH 0995. Alright. We can actually get that information in the plane as well. Let's see how accurate that is. 39 degrees. That's 0995. Alright. .320 at 11 knots. This is correct. Let's see for the minimums on our ILS page. Well, let's say 160. And full flaps, yeah, that seems about right. So it's a hot day in Dubai, as usual I think. Never been there, but I always hear that it's incredibly hot. So at that top we want to be at 12,000 feet. Well, that's still far. Here's where we would like to have the top of descent. So let's tune in at 12,000 feet, because that's the first point where we would like to be at. There we go. I could only load an Airbus A330-900 in this software, so just stick with that. But we got the business class over here. Everybody seems to be quite happy, except for this fellow over here. What is your problem? Thirsty. Well, luckily we can still do a bit of a round.
About to start serving alcoholic drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
So we also would like to have some drinks, so the people that are not happy they are thirsty. So let's give them some thirst, and the majority will be happy. There's one person sleeping. Who are you? Where are you? Who is sleeping? Is that you? Marshal. Shall that be the plane marshal? Oh, those are the toilets. No filter. Okay. Do we have some interesting people on board? Well, we can have a look at the manifest. So we have some crew. Let's have a look. They're using the Wi-Fi, reading a book, talking, reading a book, enjoying alcohol. Well done. And it is Curtis Erickson who is sleeping. That's good, because if they're sleeping, then we're doing a great job at the flight. Then they're not upset and looking out the window. Then you should have a window seat. You can also keep an eye on most of the thoughts of the people. Excellent flight, the air is lovely, glad the weather is improved. The weather was just good. The plane isn't shaking. Wi-Fi is good, can Thursday 96% satisfied. We're doing great. A toilet is available. So yeah. It's a little funny software. That if I have some time to spend, some spare time, I can look at the passengers and see what they're doing. See some clouds a bit. See if the weather has changed a bit around our landing. But 39 degrees, definitely no rain. We have some cloud coverage around here. But at this point we would like to be at this height. So then we are below the clouds already. Good. And how about the radar? Yeah, this is dry as F. So there's nothing, not much. Can we expect some turbulence around here? Well, here's a bit of turbulence, but we're not gonna be there. Yeah, we're gonna get through some turbulence, but there we have the... Yeah, alright. So we got a bit of turbulence in the approach. But that is not a problem. Right over there. And almost at the top of the descent. Which is great. Okay. Just a bit back. There we go. So there is a bit of clouds, but yeah, we'll manage. Visibility looks like it's getting a bit less. What does this mean? Average fuel. We'll be good with fuel. We're gonna descend, so outer tank fuel. XFRD. Not really sure what that means. Temperature or... Not really sure what this means. But we're still doing good. So I would like to descend right over here somewhere. Just a bit before... Like, this is what the plane calculates to be the top of the descent. This is what I calculated. So if I go in between, we should be fine. to have our top of descent. Alright, so before we do top of descent, well, here it says go.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, once again, you will be delighted to know that we will shortly be starting our descent, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you could make sure all aisles are clear for the cabin crew as they start making their way around the aircraft, it would be much appreciated. Thank you.
And that is that. Let's just begin our descent, shall we? And we started our descent into Dubai. And I'll be right back. Alright. All good now. A bit of a dirty windshield, but I think that turning this on doesn't do anything. No. Oop. There we go. And we are descending. into Dubai. Where will the next leg take us? I don't know. Well, I don't. I do know, but it's a surprise. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Let's set the new fix. The new fix, where I would like to reduce speed and use the flaps. Okie dokie. And keep an eye out that we're gonna make it under the 12,000 feet at Atop, which is important. And Datop, I would like to be lower than that. Can I have a look here? Speed limit, yeah, but there's nothing extra. Yeah, we don't descend that much. Our descent rate is 1.8. I would actually like to have it this one. Let's use this. There we go, our descent rate goes quicker. Because I calculated it with 3. So I want our descent rate also by 3. But our speed goes up, because that's not good. Alright, and let's keep it at 2,500 per minute. And keep going up. So then I'll just use this here. So. There you go. While we do that, we will 8,000 and then 7,000. Then we will have a max speed of 185 knots where we turn, and we will catch the glide slope right there at 2,000 feet. Keep that in mind. 2,000 feet, airport elevation is 62. Alright, so 2,000 feet is our goal. And we like to be here at 7,000 feet, 185 knots. So we just need to keep on descending like with this rate, for sure. Is it a plane in front of us? No, it's an island. Is it a plane? Is it a... Stupid. Speed brake is armed, but that is not a problem. Speed brake still out. I know. Let's put it up here. But then we keep going with the speed. Okay, I would like to be at 12,000 feet, so that's still 10,000 feet descending. So there we go. the engines. Fuel, everything's fine. As long as we are below 12,000 feet at that top. Here. So probably we're going to be here at 12,000 feet, but that's fine, and we can descend on a normal rate. We can continue descent to 7,000. Let's say 7,000, because that's what the chart said at one point, yes. So we fly over the city, and then we're not allowed to be below 8,000. So let's do that. Go. Even with this one, it's gonna be close. Yeah, the speed is still a bit too high. We keep playing with the speed brake. Speed is 230 knots at Datop. So it's better to just reduce speeds as well in a bit. First, let's get down. Almost at transition level. There we go. Got the transition level. 90905 QNH. So that is good. Speed is 230. We need to slow down by now. That looks good. I would like to hold on. Descent rate to average so that we continue to 8,000 feet. So this is good. We're below 12,000 feet. So now I would like to go down with our speed to 230 knots. There we go. And it's 10,000 feet, so landing lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, you may have noticed we've just begun our descent. If you could assist the cabin crew by tidying your tray and handing them any litter as they come around, it would be much appreciated. For safety reasons, please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we've landed. And please also note that the aircraft toilets will shortly be out of use. Thank you.
It's our cue now as well to turn on the seatbelt sign. And as our chart says, 230 knots below 12,000 feet, which we are. At MEPCU, we need to be below 11,000 feet and 230 knots, so we are at 230 knots. So I'd like to put this now into armed. Turn this on. And now we just keep a normal pace of descending to 8,000 feet, and until Delta Bravo 528 we are not allowed to be lower than 7,000 feet. No, we're not about to be lower than 8,000 feet. So we stick at 8,000 feet at 230 knots, and there we will continue our descent. Gonna cost us a bit more fuel. But we need to stay at 8,000 feet. Passenger's view.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing. Thank you.
Almost at Dubai. And there's land in sight. Yeah, we are not allowed to descend any further, so we need to stay above 8,000 feet. Even though at Delta Bravo 533 we need to be at 210 knots, so that is something that we can still... that's Delta Bravo 533, which is not this waypoint but the next one. I was hoping we could see a bit of Dubai, but on this height we have more clouds. Go. Now we go to 533, so we can slow it down to 10. Here we go. And after 528 we go descend onto... no, after 533 we can continue further. And Dubai, we're flying over Dubai right now actually, in a bit. Yep. Dubai airport right over there. We'll turn around and go land. We can continue our descent. don't want to be too low. So that's 210 knots, and then we need to go to 185 and turn. Switch on the ILS. Very cloudy. Not a great view over Dubai. Nicely on schedule. It's all right. Only 2,000 feet to the glide slope. At Delta Bravo 524. It's 522, 523, so here there needs to be 185 knots. So that's quite good. Still no ATC online for Dubai. And we can slow down to 185 knots. Just for your example, the chart, this is where we are. We've flown in, we're not allowed to be higher than, lower than 8,000 feet. After that point, not allowed to be higher than 7,000 feet. So we're descending over here now. And the Delta Bravo 524, we need to be at 185 knots. We'll make the turn, get to 2,000 feet, get the glide slope, and we'll land right in. That's the plan. So let's 85 knots. which means that we can actually get flap 1. There we go. That opens the speed more up, and we can go to 2000 feet to catch a glide slope. And why 185 knots? Because this is quite a steep turn that we're gonna do. And you cannot do that with a very high speed. Let's look at our performance. The approach phase. So full flaps 145 knots. So we would like to land around 150 knots. That is good. Yeah, 140 knots.
2,500.
Which is good. Make a bank to the left. Nicely done this turn. That is also well done. Looks a bit like a Mars landscape. We're landing in Mars. Landing checklist, nice. Flaps full, not landing gear, not.
Cabin crew,
Because
seats for landing.
we're not gonna do that when we're at not 10 miles out. We don't have the diamond anymore for the glide slope, so we'll just keep this pace. And then when we establish ILS, I will contact Dubai traffic. Still nobody online. Using a bit too much fuel now is because we didn't have like a nice descent grade. But I think we're still doing very well. There's the diamond. camera crew is okay. This is going down a bit, but not that much yet, so I would like to be careful with my approach mode. Visibility is not very good. Waiting for this diamond to go down, because I really am depending now on the instruments, because my sight is not optimal. Optimal? Is that what you say in English? In Dutch we say optimaal. And of course here, but there we go, definitely reduce our speed. So I would like to land around 140 knots. Like to turn these on already, even though they are attached to the wheels. Then when I put down the landing gear, we'll get it. Alright, so now we're gonna slow down and get the flaps going. Dubai traffic camera is 4906, ILS runway 30 left established. Flaps 3, landing gear. Diamond's going down, approach mode. Are we good? Alright. Full flaps. Feet on the pedals, and let's go to 145 knots. And we are ready to land. with very minimal view.
$1,000.
Alright, let's turn off the auto throttle. Come on, runway. Really bad visibility.
500.
Alright, there it is, straight in front of us.
400. 300.
Autopilot disengage.
200. 100 above. 100. Minimum. 40,
Continue.
30. 20. 10. 5.
Reverse throttle and brake. Alright. It's all good. Let's roll it a bit out, flaps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the aircraft has arrived at the gate. You are reminded that all electronic devices should remain turned off until you are in the terminal building. Thank you.
Quite a successful land, even though a bit of stuttering in the end. That really, but nevertheless, we are landed. Let's have a look. There we go, no takeover. So that's good. Yep, that's all good. Alright, let's take a left over here. And turn off our landing lights. And strobe lights. Very misty. It's the same as in Cairo. It was it's very misty. Unfortunately. But hey, you don't have the weather under control. We're flying with live weather. And that's something that we cannot have under control. Let's find ourselves a gate, shall we? I think I'm going to F19, Foxtrot 19. That looks like a good one. No, they prepare something for me over there? No, that's bull. Bull. Alright. APU. Best to follow this taxi line over here. If I want to go to Foxtrot 19. Have a look, because I think here is where I've landed. Yes. Yes. A slightly larger gate, even though there's nothing prepared, but that's not the problem. Slowly. Parking brake. Seatbelt sign. No, not the ProPeat. APU. And turn up the engines. So the engines are cooling down now. That's great. Beacon can go off. Let's see if we can get some services attached. Who knows? We'll see.
Cabin crew, please disarm doors.
Oh, look at that. Nice. So we actually can now get the ground power, so the APU can also be switched off. And the fuel pumps. That's great.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, once again, we apologize for the slight delay getting you here, but you are now free to deboard and we're looking forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
Deboard. And there we go. Landed in Dubai. It looked like the weather was, well, the visibility was not the best, to be honest, upon takeoff and landing. But it was a nice flight. And look at this beautiful aircraft. Look at it. Oh, it's not really attaching, but that's not a problem. People can jump. Alright, so that was leg number 5, Dubai. And Leg number 6 is coming up, and we just need to have a look where we will be heading. It's going to be a long flight, short flight. Where will we go? You will only figure out if you watch the next leg. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.